Yeah, this right here, I'm sitting back. DP 201 came to check me out, and I was looking back at this picture. I'm not gonna say who it is, but one of these females in here is the one that figured out that I couldn't read. I was in the green and white twin turbo, and I'm driving up to Mount Vernon, and she told me to get off on Summit Avenue or something like that. So I drive and I'm past it, and I was like, damn, I've been driving too long. She said I'm 10 minutes away. We didn't have GPS, so we didn't know the ETA or nothing like that. So I'm like, y'all been driving for 20 minutes. Where the hell you live at? And she's like, on Summit Avenue. She said, where you at? I said, I'm up here by the bed place. And she's like, oh, you too far. How you get up there? I said, I followed your directions. And I'm all anxiety kicking in, her anxiety kicking in for me talking slick to her. She said, man, you got to turn around and come back down. So I turned around, I zoomed back down, I drove for another 30 minutes. I called her back. I said, yo, what the hell is wrong? Where you live at? I'm not going to be up here driving around these police in Westchester. And she's like, no, it's Summit Avenue. She said, where you at? I said, I'm by the Burger King. She said, no, you got to turn back around. I'm like, yo, all this turning around, you bugging out. So we drive up, and she said, stay on the phone. She said, what you see? I said, it was it's a green building on the side. She said, make a right. So I made the right, go down, and she said, go 2 blocks. She said, where you at? I said, I went in 2 blocks, and she's saying the name of the street, but I can't spell it, so I don't know what it is. So I make the left. And then I made another left, and I pulled up at a house, and I get in the car, but I'm mad from talking to a slick for the last hour, and it was only 20 minutes from the city. But I've been driving for an hour. So when she get in the car, she mad for me yelling at her. I'm mad for me not being able to find it. So we pull off, and we drive to the end of the block, and right before we got back on the highway, she said, there it is right there, Summit Avenue. You can't read? And I just paused, man. My whole world dropped. I put the car in reverse, and I backed up to a house and just reached over, opened the door. She already knew, get out, you know? But what it was is she knew right there that I didn't know how to read. From when she said it, my whole facial expression of my world changed, because it's like she figured out my darkest secret, you know? So then I never talked to her again because she knew my secret, right? Then one day I'm in the club, and she popped up to the club, and she's one of the females in this picture on the club. And that's what I think about when I think of that. That's my little brother Diesel, my little brother Ed, you know? And that's me up there in the middle, you know, that we just chilling, man. But one of these females figured out I couldn't read. And when she came to the club, what she did do is she apologized. You know what I mean? She was like, man, she whispered in my ear, man, I didn't know. And she just gave me a big hug, and I felt it, and it was like so much tension came off, because I knew then that she wasn't going to expose me, that I couldn't read. And these are the things that we do when we can't read. We have to hide that we can't read, you know, because it's embarrassing, you know. And, you know, that's a little short story. DP is want me to give you a quick one, but that's where we at. All right.